Run. I get that cash and I flip it, yeah. I get that cash and I flip it.
So in honor of A&T's homecoming, GHOE, greatest homecoming on earth, I used to be an Aggie. I hated it, so I'm not about to act like I loved it. I hated it, but used to be an Aggie, and we are coming up on October, and we are coming up on GHOE. And so in honor of that, I am about to tell you guys the time that I got into a fight right after GHOE. Oh, this is ratchet. Well, I did a lot of ratchet shit when I was in college, keep it a buck. So, but this really wasn't my fault. But anyway, so let me know what you guys think about this situation, because it was interesting to say the least. So I used to go to A&T, and on this particular year that I was going to GHOE, I was actually going to GHOE as an Aggie versus all the previous years that I went to GHOE just like as a visitor. So on this year, I had like friends that were on campus, not a lot, because I was very much so a loner when I was at A&T, but I had like a couple friends on campus. So this particular year, y'all, woo, okay. So from my previous video, I named the guy that I used to be involved with, I called him King. So on this particular year, me and none of my friends, none of us were 21 yet. And so because none of us were 21, nobody could buy alcohol. And you want alcohol for GHOE, but nobody was 21. None of us could buy alcohol. And so King, on the other hand, was, I can't remember what age he was at this point. I think maybe he was already like, I'm not about to try and guess, but he's about 3 or 4 years older than me. So I was gonna have him buy my alcohol for GHOE, and I told him what I wanted and stuff, but then I was nice enough to tell my friends, I was like, hey, if you guys want anything, I'm having somebody go get my liquor, so if y'all want anything, let me know what you want, and I'll have him get yours as well. So everybody texted me what they wanted, and me and King went to go get the liquor, and everybody had given me their money. So we get the liquor, and out of all the friends that gave me money for liquor, one of the girls, her like what she gave me did not cover what she wanted. And so she claims in the text that she was like, oh, well, if it doesn't cover it, get me this instead. I explained that to him, but when you're in there and you're getting all this stuff for all these different people, it went right out the window. So he ended up getting her bottle, and she didn't have enough money for her bottle, so it cut into my money, which was not an issue at all. It was fine. So he gets everything, I'm counting all the money, and I realized that I ended up paying partly for her bottle as well, which is totally cool. So I'm like, okay. So there was a homecoming assembly that night, like literally right after we got the liquor. He dropped me off with all the liquor. I said, thank you, whatever. And he left to go back to Winston. I think that's where he was going. He left to go back to Winston, or he left to go back home. And after he left to go back home, I took all the liquor up to, ooh, can I say that? It's after the fact now, so I'm gonna say it. I took all the liquor up to my dorm room, put it in my room, and then I went and I met my friends at the assembly. So we're all enjoying the assembly, whatever. Everybody's getting hyped for homecoming. And after the assembly, my phone had died during the assembly, because while I was doing all this, my phone was not really charged. So my phone dies during the assembly. And after the assembly, I think everybody else had ate. Like, there was like parties and stuff. Y'all know how GHOE is. There's parties and stuff going on all week. So after the assembly, there was going to be something going on that night. And my friends had already eaten before they went to the assembly, and I hadn't eaten yet. So after the assembly, I went to go grab something to eat. So while I'm going to grab something to eat, my phone was dead. So by the time I walk back across to my dorm room, I get into my room, and my roommate had let them in to get their liquor. But granted, because my phone was dead, nobody got my permission to come in my room and go through my stuff to get their liquor, because I had put it in a book bag in my room and then put it under the bed. So I come back into my room, and my room looks like somebody has gone through and robbed my side of the room. Looked like it had got robbed or something. I had drawers open, chairs pulled out from under the desk. Like, my stuff is kind of like super messy, and I'm like, damn, like, what the fuck? And I'm not mad at my roommate because at the end of the day, she saw that as, oh, like those are her friends. Like she probably told them they could come by. I'm sure they probably said, oh, she told us that we could come by. And which that part I'm not mad at. What I'm mad at is the fact that if I did not give a response, why would you take it upon yourself to go in my room and go through all my stuff? Whether it was your liquor or not, it was in my room and my stuff. Why would you go through all my stuff like that and leave it a mess? And not even like, you could have just waited for me to respond. Literally, you could have waited for me to respond or waited to me to come back to the room. Like, so that was my issue. So by the time I came in there and saw that, they had already left with their liquor. So I'm salty as hell. I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't care that she cut into my money. The way I was looking at it was, even though she cut into my bread, my thing was, if you would have just fucking waited, you literally could have poured me a couple shots and been about your way, and I wouldn't have even cared about the little bit of it, because it was literally like $5. I would not even have cared. I would just been like, yes, it's just pour me a shot. We even cool. But because you went through all my shit and left my room a mess, oh, I was salty. It was petty time. I was like, okay, so I think I had texted her and I was just like, so y'all went through my stuff, y'all left my room a mess, you know, your money didn't even cover your whole bottle, so sis, I'm gonna need you to pay me back. So and like I said, I would not have been like that if it wasn't for the fact that they left my room trash. I was really hot about that. Like, don't come, if they literally like what is it bankroll be saying, run your trap, take over your trap. They literally ran in my trap and took over my trap. Like, bruh, you could have been a lot more like, at least if you're gonna go through my shit, push it back. Like, who raised people? But anyway, so text her and I was like, okay, you know, whatever, just give me the bread back tomorrow. So we end up, that whole weekend is super busy, of course, because it's GHOE. Everybody's out partying, everybody's out drinking. And so the whole weekend, I'm partying, I'm drinking, I'm having my fun, but I'm still trying to link up with old girl, like, give me my money. So I think I had texted her the next day on like Saturday. That was like Thursday, I think. Friday, I can't remember what all events that we were going to Friday, but we couldn't link on Friday because I had asked her Friday too. I was like, hey, whenever you're trying to link up, you know, we can link up, you can give me my money. So Friday, she's ducking and dodging me. Saturday, I said the same thing. Whenever you're free, we can link up, you can give me my money. She ducking and dodging, but I ended up seeing her, like, we were walking across campus and I saw her in somebody else's car, and I went up to her and I was asking her about it. You know, I'm talking to her about it or whatever, and she seems cool. So she's like, I think she had said something like, oh, I'll give it to you after whatever it is that we were doing that day. She was like, oh, I'll give it to you or whatever. So after that, I'm like, okay, like, where's my money, sis? She decides to pop off, like, pop off. Oh, you pressed over a little $5, like, you pressed over that. Like, why would you even be like, why are you being so pressed, this, that, and the third? I didn't give a fuck about the $5. It was the principle. I was not pressed over that little $5. It was the principle of it. I was mad over the fact that she tore up my room, did not ask my permission to go through my stuff, that she didn't even, I told her, hey, I ended up paying for part of your bottle, and she's sitting over here ducking and dodging, on top of the fact you destroyed, like, not destroyed, but on top of the fact you left my room a mess. Oh, sis, I'm getting something out of this. Like, I ain't getting no shot out of it, so I'm getting something out of this. So when she said that, I said, oh, you got me fucked up. Yeah, you got me real fucked up. So Sunday comes around, and we had been, when I say I partied so hard that whole entire weekend, Sunday comes around, I slept the whole entire day on Sunday up until Monday. I'm not exaggerating. I probably woke up 8. I woke up, I ate, I went right back to sleep. I slept the whole entire day, knocked out. So turns out while I was asleep, old girl was talking shit on Twitter. and trying to make it seem like, oh, she not saying anything back, da 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 da, this bitch that, this bitch this. I wish I still remembered what all she said on Twitter, but she was talking shit on Twitter basically all Sunday while I was asleep, and I didn't see any of it until Monday. So I'm on my way to class on Monday. I'm seeing, and I think I only saw it because one of my friends was like, yo, she talking mad shit on Twitter. So I looked and I was like, oh, bet. Okay. I was like, bet. So I go to class or whatever, and I'm reading through these, and I'm literally like, my hands are shaking because I'm so irritated. Because one thing I don't like when people try to make me out to be no bitch. I hate that. Like, I literally hate it. Now I don't let it get to me as much because you live, you learn, you grow, and you learn not to let people push your buttons. But that's always been like one of my things. I don't like when people try and bitch me. That's what we not gonna do. I don't like that. So when I'm reading the tweets, I'm like, oh, she trying to make me look scary. Like, sis, but you the one ducking and dodging the whole weekend, but you trying to make me look scary. So I was like, okay, bet. So I see the tweets and I text her. I was like, hey, so I'm trying to talk. You've been ducking and dodging me all weekend, but then you go on Twitter, you talking shit. So I'm trying to talk. So when I get out of this class, I'm trying to discuss this with you. And at that time, I wasn't even on no like, oh, I'm trying to get buck. I'm trying to, you know, be fighting this. Like, I'm not a fighter. If it comes down to it, I'ma handle mine, but I don't be trying to fight. So I'm texting her, I'm like, hey, like, when I get out of class, I'm trying to talk. So when I text her that, she comes back like out the side of her neck. She said, like, she talking like hella shit. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm in class. I'm literally, and I was a fashion merchandising major at A&T. So I'm in my fashion merchandising class. Literally, it was such a boring class, but I'm in that class. I'm literally like, oh my God, as soon as I get out of this class, I'm running across campus. Like, I'm about to get across campus in 0.5 seconds because she got me so fucked up. That's all I could think about. It was an hour and 15 minutes long. And the whole hour and 15 minutes, I'm just like, I'm about to fuck her up after class. Because granted, I wanted to leave class and go be like, bitch, what's up? But at the end of the day, my education is worth more than a bitch. So I sat through that hour and 15. I was hot, boy. Like, when I say I was hot. So we get out of class, and literally that is the fastest I've ever made it across campus. The fastest I've ever made it across campus. I flew across campus. I caught the shuttle. I got off the shuttle, and then I just power walked the rest of the way. Normally, I think from my dorm to the class that I was at, the walk was like 20 minutes on a good day. I made it over there in like 10. Don't know how. I made it over there in like 10. I was literally power walking. I get in the room. And like I said, I was just trying to talk. And it's crazy because just like the week before, me and this girl had just spent a whole day together. She was actually one of my friend's friends, so she wasn't really like my friend, but we had ended up spending a whole day together just like talking about like just life and relationships and stuff like that, getting to know each other, whatever. And she was like mad cool that day. So that was just a week before. This week she had me fucked up. So I go in there, and when I get into her room, she got a whole bunch of people in her room that I don't know. So I'm like, okay. So I'm peeping the scene, and I'm like, this bitch got a whole audience. Okay. So I kind of feel like I know she trying to act up. She got a whole audience in the room. So I'm already peeping it. And I get in there, and I'm like, you know, telling her how I feel about everything. I'm just like, you know, at the end of the day, you ducking and dodging, but then you go and you talk shit on Twitter. And you have my number, so I don't understand why you have my number, but you trying to be big and bad on social media. And we go to the same school. You know where my dorm room at. I know where your dorm room at. You could have came and knocked and said what's good. So why are you on Twitter talking shit? So I'm expressing that to her, and she's just saying a whole bunch of bullshit. She talking about, oh, I'm from her favorite little thing to say, oh, I'm from Norfolk. I don't give a fuck. Like, I grew up fighting. I'm from Norfolk. Like, what's up? I'm like, girl, I don't give a fuck where you from. Like, I hate when people say that, oh, I'm from so-and-so, as if you're supposed to be like, oh my God, she's from so-and-so, oh my God. Like, bitches love saying that, oh, I'm from so, bitch, I don't give a fuck where you from. We breathe the same air, we shit the same. I don't care where you're from. So she's saying like, oh, I'm from Norfolk, and then when she because the whole conversation, I was really like, I was getting my point across, but I was very level the whole conversation. I wasn't raising my voice. I wasn't acting mad. I was just like, you know, like, you have all my information. Like, why? I don't understand why you doing the most right now. So whole conversation, I'm chilling. So she starts turning up because she's getting mad because literally I was doing it on purpose. I'm not even gonna act like I wasn't doing it on purpose. On purpose, I was like super chilling. I'm like, you seem mad. Like, you seem really mad. Like, are you okay? Like, I mean, I thought we were like talking. Like, I'm good. Like, you just seem really mad. Like, why are you so mad? And so I'm doing that shit, and of course, like a dumb bitch, she's letting it push her button. She's just like, this bitch need to get the fuck out of my room. Somebody get this bitch the fuck out of my room before I fuck her up. And I looked at her, I said, baby, you not gonna put a hand on me. You not gonna touch me. And so she's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck her up. Talking about somebody hold me back, I'm gonna fuck her up. Da-da-da. Literally, like, somebody hold me back, I'm gonna fuck her up. If you was gonna fuck me up, you would have got your ass up the first time. So she's like getting hype. So her guy friend that was in the room goes over there, and he's like holding her back, trying to calm her down. Like, nah, that's not what we here for. Like, you know, chill. And she's like, still, I'm from Norfolk, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna fuck her up. And I'm just like, okay. Like, okay. You're mad. Like, you're mad. Like, as fuck, you're mad. So she tells me a couple more times, she's like, get the fuck out of my room, get the fuck out of my room. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I turn around to leave. So as I turn around to leave, I guess she had hopped off the bed, and when I turned around to leave, I hear something coming up behind me. So I turn around, and when I turn around, she literally just bop right in my lip. But then she falls to the ground. As she hits me, she falls on the ground. So right then and there, I really should have just snuffed that ass right then and there. But I was like, you know what? Nope, I'm still gonna be the bigger person. I'ma leave. Y'all, I'm a good one. I swear, I'm a good one for real. I was like, no, I'm still gonna leave. It's cool. So she falls to the ground or whatever. So instead of molly-whopping that ass while she's on the ground, I continue to exit. So there's like a hallway until you get like the way the suites are set up. It was like the rooms, and then they had a hallway, and then the hallway was to their living room, and then you could go out into like the hallway to the rest of the dorms. So I'm walking down the hallway to their living room because the guy had grabbed her after she hit me. Mind y'all, my lip is bleeding. I'm like, it's not bleeding on the outside or nothing, but on the inside of my mouth, my lip is bleeding. I could taste the blood. I'm like, yo, should have fucked this bitch up, but it's okay because I'm not even on that type of time today. I came to talk to her. She wilding out. It's cool, whatever. So I'm walking down the hallway, and I hear footsteps behind me again, but this time I thought it was the guy who had stopped her. I thought it was one of the other friends or whatever, because even though I didn't know her friends like that, I knew her friends weren't there on no, oh, we gonna jump her type shit. I knew they were there on more like a, oh, we trying to see what's gonna happen. So I hear footsteps behind me, and this bitch pushes me. It's her. It wasn't the guy, it was her. This bitch pushes me so hard, and this was a big bitch, y'all. Very big bitch. So she pushes me, and at this time, this was back when I was still like 110 pounds, barely pushing 110 pounds. I flew across the room, y'all. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I flew across the room so far. Literally flew across the room, over a table, across the room, flew. Bitch, when I got up, all I seen was just, you know, when you be so mad, all you just see is black. Some people see black, some people see red. I got up. I said, I told you not to put your fucking hands on me. And I can't remember how it happened. Next thing you know, I got the girl head, because she was taller than me. I got the girl head. I'm going like just bop, 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 just like wailing. And so I had got her on the wall. So when I get her on the wall, I'm just like literally just going in. Like I just blacked out. I'm going in. I get her on the wall, and for this girl to be talking so much shit, I get her on the wall, and she turned towards the wall, like trying to like trying to cover her face from my fist because I'm hitting her. And so, mind you, I'm hitting her, I'm pulling weave out, tearing the girl's shirt up. Like, I'm like a little chihuahua. Like, literally, like, how them little chihuahuas be so buck and so bold, and they be trying to fight big dogs and shit. Like, that is me. I'm like this little chihuahua fighting like a damn Rottweiler, but I'm whooping that ass. So, one of my friends tries to get in between, and one of the girls who was actually a mutual friend with both of us at the time, she tries to get in between, and like I said, I was blacked out, so I did not mean to hit her. I literally decked her dead in her face, bro. I hit her so hard in her face, it didn't make any sense. And to this day, she knows who she is, and I love her, and she's literally so funny, and we're still like, we don't get to talk as much anymore, but it's all love. She didn't take it no type of way. She already knew I didn't mean it. So I deck her in her face, and they're just like, Cherry, chill. Everybody in the room is just like, chill, like stop. So they pull me off this girl, and at this point, girl, I'm out of breath. I'm over here like, Lord Jesus, I'm out of breath, but I'm still like I'm like, I can't remember what old girl has said. All I know is everybody said stop, and I said, nah, fuck that, I'm not done. I'm still trying to like, what's up? I'm not done yet. She not done. Let us keep fighting. I'm trying to go outside. We can go outside with it. What's up? I'm not done. That's all I kept saying was, I'm not done. Like, let the bitch go, because I'm not done. So, they're just like, no, like, chill. And old girl was quiet as fuck. She didn't want no parts. Was talking all that shit, but she didn't want no more parts of that shit. So I'm like, okay. So everybody's just like, chill. So I start grabbing my stuff, because I think I had some like books or something in my hand when she pushed me. So I had to get all my books back up. So I get all my books, and they're just like, yo, just leave, like, please, like, just leave. So I leave, and yeah, long story short, that bitch was talking shit, so she had to I ran up, she got done up. Like, and I'm not saying that like I'm just this hard ass bitch, like I be out here fighting. I really, like I said, y'all, I do not be out here fighting. I really don't. I'm too old for that. I don't be out here fighting. Now I'm not gonna get my ass beat, but I ain't nobody trying to be out here fighting. So yes, long story short, I had to whop on that ass, and that was that. So yeah, because basically, oh, that's my other thing too. Let me just throw this in. If somebody asks you, if you owe somebody money and they ask for your money back, it does not matter how little you owe them. I don't care if she would have owed me 25 motherfucking cents. If I say give you my 25 cents back, don't you get buck with me talking about some, oh, you pressed them. Bitch, you was pressed because you ain't have it, and that's why you owe me. That's why you owe me. Don't forget. So if I ask for my shit back, don't give me no mouth. I don't care if it's a penny. If I ask for that penny back, you give me my shit. Run me my shit. Girl trying to get buck over my money. And my thing is, the only thing she had to do to avoid all of this was just have the common decency to not go through all my shit. All she had to do was wait. I don't know why people are so impatient. All she had to do was wait. She could have waited. We could have solved it then, and we wouldn't have to even have gone through all this bullshit. But yes, that is my Ratchet A&T homecoming story. For everybody who is getting ready to go to GHOE, because as I'm making this, it is the end of September, and GHOE is going to be at the end of October. For everybody who is getting ready to go to GHOE, have fun, y'all. Have fun. Get lit. Be safe, though. Catch an Uber if you're gonna drink, you know, all that good stuff. Don't be out here fighting. It's just, nobody's coming for that. Don't be out here fighting. So that is my Ratchet A&T story. I will see you guys in my next story time. And yeah, y'all, peace out. I'm not saying that. Okay, no, bye, y'all. Bye. I'll see y'all in my next one. I don't have no cute outro. Bye.